What's up, guys? Back with another video. Today I want to talk about a very important topic. But first, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing well. We're all doing well. Here at the Gem Veda channel, we're always doing well. But this topic does cover the importance of allowing negative emotions. I know, what a segue. But a lot of times, especially in self-help or when you're trying to better yourself, there's a lot of positive psychology that goes on, which is good. You know, focusing on the good, focusing on things that benefit you. But, you know, as humans, we experience ranges of emotion. We experience highs and lows. And when we have those lows, we can appreciate the highs. But what happens is when those lows happen, like when they come, when the negative emotions come, we are either so used to the highs or we idealize the highs so much that we feel like the lows, the negative emotions, there's something wrong with us for having those emotions. Like we should be feeling negative emotions. But that's just not how we work, right? Like negative emotions are a signal that something is off, something is wrong, and it's a signal for us to take action on something. So it's really a sign. It's like a road sign. Like let's say you're driving down and you see a road sign, like a warning road sign. It's giving you a warning that something is up or something is ahead, or something is going on. Like maybe it's construction. There's a construction road sign. So you take in that data that it's a construction road sign and you take action on that. Maybe you drive slower, maybe you look around more, right? Because of that sign. So the negative emotion is that sign, and then you take action on that. Okay, why is this happening? What's causing this? Now, but what happens is, especially with us that are very focused on positivity, we beat ourselves up for feeling negative emotions, right? We don't see it as a sign to make a change somewhere. We see it as a burden, like something is inherently wrong with you for feeling anxiety. Something is inherently wrong with you for being jealous of somebody. Something's inherently wrong with you with being frustrated, when really it's not the case. It's just something that you have to allow. And another thing is, a lot of us, like, you know, when you experience negative emotion, you may believe that if you experience negative emotion, this is something that's going to stick with you the whole day, or it's something that's going to stick with you for a long time because you've experienced it. In most cases, actually, negative emotions don't really stick around for that long. What happens is when they stick around for that long, it's because we're harping on them. We're attaching ourselves to it instead of like releasing that grip and just allowing it to be here and then letting it go. And it's funny because as you go about your day and you experience a negative emotion or a negative thought, maybe you have other things going on throughout the day, and then another thing happens and you forget that you had that negative thought or that negative feeling. Like it just passes. So another thing is the actions that you just do and just causes that negative emotion to just dissipate, right? It can just be work, really. Like you're just busy, you do work, and then you just forget about it. Or you're doing a hobby and you love that hobby so much, it just helps you forget about it, and it just doesn't, the negative emotion or negative thought doesn't come back for a long time. So what I mean by, and let me just break down what I mean by being allowing is just fully experiencing it without judgment. That's what I mean by allowing. Experiencing something without judgment. This is why, and this is kind of like a form of meditation. It's not like your traditional meditation where you're sitting down in a lotus position and doing the but you're just allowing it without judgment. And judgment comes from the ego. The ego mind wants to control everything. It needs control, right? And especially, and it's kind of ironic because in the self-help, you're bettering yourself because you want to control your life better, right? You want to control your environment better. You want to control the trajectory of your life. You want to have control over your thoughts and all that, right? But 100% control isn't really possible in all cases. You can't have 100% control of everything. There's always that little slither that you can't control, right? I like to think of the germ fighting products, right? Kills 99.9% of germs. Okay, what about that other slither tiny percent? We're not sure, right? There's still that little percentage that's a little uncontrollable. So think of this with when it comes to negative emotions. For the most part, you probably can regulate your emotions pretty well. But when that small, whether it's small or it's somewhat a little bigger, percentage of your emotional range that you can't control, like that part that's a little negative that you can't control, be allowing and just watch it. Watch your thoughts and watch the emotions that come with those thoughts, right? When the thoughts become more negative, the emotions will follow. And then, but when you just watch the thoughts come and go, and then any emotions attached with it come and go, this is where power comes about. Because you're not fighting it, you're not resisting it. That's the resistance is a huge contributor to negative emotions bubbling. So I hope you guys found this video very useful. To recap, all humans experience a range of emotions. Yes, you want to have positive emotions most of the time, but there will be times where there are negative emotions, and you have to allow them. You have to feel them, watch them without judgment. And a lot of times those emotions come from thoughts, from thinking. A lot of times those emotions come from thoughts and thinking. Another thing I wanted to add about the whole being allowing type of thing is verbally saying that you're allowing of that emotion. So you can say, I'm angry right now, and that's okay, right? I'm feeling down right now, and that's okay. For right now, that is okay. Just verbally speaking that emotion that you're feeling. When you can verbally say it, like there's less resistance because you're just identifying it. That's all it is. Like you're just identifying that emotion instead of resisting it. And by identifying it and saying, okay, that's okay, like you let that emotion just be and sit there, and then it's way more likely to just go away. Funny enough, when you just like identify it, like you just give it attention. Think of it like it's funny because my girlfriend deals with this, but think of it like a cat that wants some pets, right? A cat that wants pets. When a cat really wants you to pet it, what is it gonna do? Go around your leg, it'll meow very loud, it'll touch your hand to pet it, it'll duck its head onto your hand to pet it, right? And then you pet the cat, you give it attention, you acknowledge its existence, and the cat goes away. Maybe you like it meowing, but maybe you're doing something and you're annoyed by it meowing. If you give it some pets, give it some attention, it's way more likely to go do its own thing. So think of that when you think of negative emotions. Identifying it, allowing it to be there, giving it some attention, saying, okay, this is what's going on right now. Not getting attached to the negative emotion. That's not what I'm saying. Just acknowledging it. That's the allowingness I'm talking about. So and this technique is just saying it verbally, really, in your head or out loud or whatever, however you want to do it, up to you. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Just wanted to add this extra bit of context. Take care. Have a good one.